Charles Panda.
Okay, hello YouTube. Today we're gonna be reacting to Internet Historian's Fancy Theater. Where's my settings? Make it at 720p. There you go. Okay, let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Brought to you by NordVPN.
Nord. You know what? Let's do this right. I wanna watch that. This video meets the criteria for legal fair use and those of YouTubers' guidelines. No citations or example media herein constitutes infringement under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. The following is satire and journalistic in nature. All image and media have been sourced from places of public record, and special care has been taken to censor names, faces, specific locations, record, and personal information of those featured to protect their privacy. Names of individuals mentioned in this video meet the criteria of public figures. Regardless, care has still been taken to omit any irrelevant information. Ooh, let's keep going. Nice, something more to read. Let's go. Feel free to react to this videos, but please wait 48 hours from the initial upload date before re-uploading to YouTube. The following is not an endorsement, invitation, or condoning of harassment towards the individuals featured in this video. So, chat or watchers, I guess be nice. I think that's what it's trying to say. Also, if you like me to react to more of this type of videos, feel free to give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let's continue.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Tuska.
Look at you.
Me?
Uncultured.
Oh.
Unsophisticated.
Bro, that's too much, man. I'm kidding. Okay, let's go. I mean, it's talking about me. I am uncultured. I am unsophisticated.
Middle class.
Yep, that's probably lower than that. Just saying. Okay.
No, don't speak. You'll just make me throw up. I'd say cover up with this dinner jacket, but I'm afraid that you'd get your head stuck in the sleeve and asphyxiate.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, lowborn. Don't you want to be refined? Don't you want to be fancy, like moi? That's French. I don't expect you to know what it means, but
I know what it means. You're talking to toi. That's French.
I have some good news. Before this financial year ends, I have decided to make a charitable deduction. It's you, champ.
Ooh.
For you see,
We can have premarital sex.
This virus.
What?
I have made several videos, though, which will show you how to bluff your way to the inner circles.
I love to bluff that much, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the time the elites find out,
Neon Genesis Evangelion is psychological and intense.
it will.
I mean, you know, I haven't watched Neon Genesis Evangelion in full. I've only watched the ones that I was showing on TV. But I agree, because there's a lot of clips on social media about the scenes that they were showing that pretty much shows it's psychological. So I kind of get it.
Will be too late. I get you in, you eat all the hors d'oeuvres, and we get out.
Yummy hors d'oeuvres. I'm all in for the hors d'oeuvres. Let's go.
That's the plan. And let's begin your instruction with theater. The
Theater.
YouTube premium of upper society.
Oh, the
And
theater.
the first section? Symphony.
What's up with the music? Okay.
The first
Bro, that was an old phone, right? I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's like a cell phone ringtone back in the day when it's during brick times. What should we call it? The Nokia that is supposed to be a brick phone. Man, those were the times.
Period of performance. That's called Baroque. From
Baroque. More like Baroque. Ayo, that's me.
1600 to 1750. This featured Bach and Vivaldi. Now, there was also a guy named Giuseppe Tartini, and he was the best one of them all, because one evening he had a dream where the devil showed up and presented him with a deal. The devil would become his teacher and impart on him everything he knew about music.
Oh yeah, how to drop that bass. Just drop it.
Yes. Once Tartini had learnt everything he could, he handed over his violin and asked the devil to play.
Oh boy. How great was my astonishment on hearing a sonata. So powerful and so beautiful, played with such great art and intelligence, as I have never even conceived in my boldest flights. Sorry, those flights. My boldest flights of fantasy. I felt enraptured, transported, enchanted. My breath failed me. By Giuseppe Tartini.
The greatest musical piece that Tartini had ever heard.
Oh, so yeah, his breath failed him. It means he woke up. He didn't have to wake up, at least not that long.
Tartini woke up with a gasp, and he tried to recreate what he had heard in the dream. And what he wrote down was his most famous piece.
Well, let me increase that volume a bit. There you go.
The best thing he had ever written. And he said, "This is shite compared to the original.
Shite.
This is nothing better than a tribute." And that's where you get the Tenacious D song from.
Ooh.
He named this piece The Devil's Trill. And he claimed that the difference between his version and the version in the dream was so great that he would have smashed his violin and...
I mean, you could have given that to someone else, just saying. Just saying, man. You didn't have to smash that hard, jeez.
Quit music forever had he not needed it for his job. Classical, 1750 to 1830.
Let's go.
Mozart and Beethoven show up like da-da-da-da. Beethoven was famously known for going deaf. Once that happened, everyone told him that he should just quit music forever. But he just wouldn't hear it.
Because, you know, he's deaf.
Anyway, there's so much I could say about these two. Romantic era. Now that's when everybody started kissing, and it's my favorite. Great piece. Mwah.
Mwah.
You played wonderfully too. Mwah. I also enjoyed listening. Mwah. All you need to know about this one is Chopin and Berlioz. Berlioz, however, was not getting any kisses. He was relatably, painfully single, living alone in Paris.
No.
The city of love.
No, not the city of love. Feels. You know what? Maidenless. That's what we are. Maidenless.
So, here's how it started. He's there and he's in his early 20s. And he is looking for a new GF. So one day, he attends a Shakespearean play. And on stage, he spots an actress. And he
ooh la la.
Immediately falls in love with her.
Yeah, you do.
He wrote her many notes, confessing his love. But her DMs went unreplied.
No.
So he began writing a symphony about her. Ah, how can she ignore this? And also,
how could she ignore some of this?
Around this time, he started smoking a lot of opium, but don't worry about that. Anyway, so he wrote this piece just for her. However, his DM still went unreplied. For several months, he started to get quite disheartened.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
Until he saw another girl. So he
Damn,
immediately fell in
shorty.
love with her instead, and he said, you know what? I'm going to change that symphony I wrote, so now it's about this other lady.
Oh,
Not about
Camille.
that ugly one that I didn't like anyway. This time, happily, she reciprocated, and they fell in love and were set to marry.
I mean, whatever floats their boats, I guess.
Suddenly,
La da da da
phones
da
haven't been
da.
invented yet. Yes, hello, I'm busy. Oh, Rome? To study? Absolutely.
Hello? Hello? Berlioz? You just left your GF there. You just left your fiance. Hello?
I'll catch the first flight out. So, Berlioz went to Rome
He was invited to study the Villa Medici for 2 years. I hope I got that right. Villa Medici.
to study music. However, while he was away, he got some news.
Berlioz. I have to tell you something.
Hello? What is it, babe?
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
More handsome musician swooped in
No.
and married his girl
No.
while he was in Rome, and they ran away.
She got NTR'd.
Berlioz was furious. He
Furious.
set his mind to solving the problem. I know what I'm going to do.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What is it?
I'm gonna murder her and her lover and her mom.
Oh no. He's gonna murder those three? Holy shit.
And then I'm gonna do a self-murder.
No!
All right,
Not the self-murder. It's not a joke. This is really his plan as described in his memoirs. He would affectionately name a former mother-in-law to be a hippopotamus, despite her, especially because I believe she had set up the whole marry while away plan, motivated to prevent Camille from marrying Berlioz because he was poor. Yikes. It's kind of is this one of those we make our own demons type of thing? Or you know what? It's just this is just accusations, right? It's not really the mother thing, without proof or something. Okay, yeah, let's just continue.
His idea is to dress up as a housemaid.
Ooh, made worse. Already? Goddamn.
He has bought both poison and two
Goddamn,
guns.
she
Now he
kawaii.
is going to sneak into the house of his ex-fiancée.
Berlioz
and
be
there she and
kawaii
her
as
mother
fuck.
will be sipping tea, which he has already poisoned. Then he will pull off the clothing and reveal himself.
Blam, 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 boom, boom, shit, shit, bully, bully, good.
So he heads back home to Paris to do it.
Who's gonna
But
do
while
it?
on his travels there,
He's about. I thought I was gonna do it.
takes quite a while.
I thought
He
I'd
has
done it
to
already.
change carriages. And when he does that, he leaves the guns in one of the little cubbies.
Dummy. Also, thank goodness.
So he's lost all his weapons. What is he going to do now? Well, his next leg on the stop is Genoa, and he decides,
You know,
you know what? Let's just skip the murder and go straight to the finale.
no,
So he
not the
stops off in the port
self-exit.
city of Genoa, and he's there at the side of the Mediterranean.
Are those
He pauses for a
tadpoles?
moment, then he throws himself in. Now, some
No.
people see this whole thing happen, and they think he's had an accident, so they run in to try to save him. They pull him to the shore.
Uh-huh.
He lived. So he has
Yay.
now reached his lowest point. He dejectedly continues home. He gets back to Paris,
Damn.
and he wallows around, feeling pretty sorry for himself.
Oh.
But he decides, you know what? I may as well do what I do best in times of trouble. Smoke a lot of opium.
Yikes.
And while I do that, I shall write a symphony.
Oh, okay.
Although I ain't gonna name it after that hoe who stole my heart. And so he went back to work. But here's the thing. It was the greatest piece he had ever written.
Nice.
And premiered to a huge crowd.
Symphony
And you know what?
Fantastic.
It was a smash
What was it? Symphony Fantastique. Okay. La, c'est magnifique.
hit. #1 on iTunes.
Let's go.
And here's a bloody plot twist.
Suck it,
Remember
BTS.
the first girl? Well, she attended that concert and she realized that Berlioz was a genius.
Lol.
And then she wrote a letter to your boy saying how good your bloody symphony was.
Wow.
And sorry about not replying, I just put my phone down and got super busy or whatever. By the way, I love you. And so Berlioz goes, well, I love you too. And a year later, they were married. There's a beautiful moral of the story.
Literally just married her his one of his groupies.
See, fellas, don't jump in the Mediterranean. Anyway, a few years later, they got divorced.
Yikes.
Because weirdly, he cheated on his wife with the housemaid.
What?
Not that one, a different one.
Okay.
But then he married that housemaid.
Damn.
Right. But then when he died later on, for some reason, he gets buried with both of them. It's kind of...
Harriet Smithson, the first wife, and Marie is a Rocio. Second housemaid, second wife. Good on ya, I guess. Good on ya.
Strange.
Yeah.
But moving on to the Impressionist music.
Let's go.
Now that's Claude de...
Yo.
The what now? Claude, the what?
The pussy.
You know what? You better go to ad time. Alright, guys, welcome back to the Nord stream. Today we're playing Assassin's Creed 3. Chat, come on, chat. Hey, oh, everyone's spamming Nord in the chat.
Nord.
Whoa, a new follower! Hey, welcome to the Dream Team Sub Cream. Thank you so much for the great. Oh, unfollowed.
Unfollow. Wait, what?
Sorry, guys. The cleaners are here. Sorry, just ignore the mess.
Okay,
I haven't cleaned up these bottles yet. No, it's just tea. It's just.
Okay, I haven't experienced this one. Maybe because I'm too shy for it. Streaming while cleaners are up, but I'm sure it's relatable to someone.
Just tea.
It's just tea.
I stream for 10 hours a day, and it's like the algorithm is against me or something. How come everyone is watching Asmon's stream? And I'm not getting any new followers. I'm playing the games. What more do you want me to do?
I mean, you can... I'm just saying, if this was someone, specifically me maybe, you could try one right now. If you're blaming Asmon, come on, he's a political figure at this point from Twitch. Don't compare yourself to that guy. That guy's... he's busy. But, and I'm just saying. Just saying.
Just a quick word from the sponsor. NordVPN is the VPN that you can trust. So go to nordvpn.com/Internet Historian for a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months for free plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. My God.
My God.
Today we are gonna be watching the new Snow White movie. I love the intro. I love seeing that Disney logo. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Guys, I'm just gonna get up and get some food. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh yes. The chair stream. Oops.
What the f? Who reported my stream?
Got him.
Hello, my Nordlings. Welcome back to the stream. Can we get some ends in the chat, guys? No, not like that.
Mods. Got him.
Welcome back to the ASMR stream for NordVPN. Today I'm going to be drinking a can of Coke while I say the word Nord. Nord. Hey, thank you for the tier 3 sub.
That's a lot of ASMR shit.
With NordVPN, I can be outside my house, Jack's Film's house, Samito's house, Ordinary Things' house. Just like that.
Don't tolerate
a hot tub stream.
Damn, son.
What does it mean? How many hot dogs can I put in my mouth? Why? Oh my god, $5,000 donation. Thank you so much. You guys are such good friends.
Good friends.
Streaming's not for me. I'd rather go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 months for free. And over. Watching Netflix, are you?
I mean, not right now, just saying.
All tucked in with a 3-hour essay on Good Game Good.
Not Fallout.
Fallout New Vegas is actually the only based Bethesda game.
Turn that off. I've got something for you much less enjoyable and far more expensive. We're going to the theater.
The theater.
Theater, from the ancient Greek, theatron. The most dramatic of the Transformers. It means a place for viewing. Here's a Roman theater. They were quite simple back then. You have the stage, the auditorium, and the vomitorium. Now, for a very long time, people thought that the vomitorium was a place where the Romans would gorge themselves, where they would eat so much that they would throw up and then gorge themselves again because they were so decadent and/or bulimic. It comes from the word vomir, which means to spew forth, because that's where people go in and out. So vomitorium is just a dramatic way of saying the entrance. Now, if you skip forward to the 1800s, things are getting a lot more
beautiful, though. Yeah, they're beautiful.
They didn't have electric, so they had what's called the limelight.
Limelight.
That's why they say to be in the limelight, to be the star of the show.
Wow.
What they would do was take a piece of quicklime and heat it up super, super hot, which will naturally
Oh, that's how it works.
bright.
When heated at 2400 degrees Celsius, the chlorine reacts with a slack lime to form sodium hypochlorite and calcium chloride and emits a bright white light. Oh, science.
They would then take reflective mirrors and lenses to focus the beam, and they would use that as an early form of the spotlight.
Fancy.
The limelight is not because it's green, but because it's made from quicklime.
Got
In
it,
the
got
modern
it.
day, things are a lot more advanced, and they can do all sorts of cool shit with like lasers going into your eyeballs and all sorts of stuff. It's not just the tech that's had an upgrade, it's the architecture as well. In Elizabethan times, they had the yard, and you could get in here for about a penny a piece. And this is where all the poor people stood to watch the shows. It's like when you go to Oppenheimer and you end up with the worst seats in the IMAX theater.
Okay, I did try that with my family. We were watching the premiere of Iron Man 2, and we got unlucky. We got the front row seat. Like, if you think about a front row seat, you think it's like a good thing, right? But in terms of watching an IMAX, no, it's not. You're just gonna be looking up all the time and trying, and like every time Iron Man is flying around the screen, you actually need to use your head. Like, holy shit, turning your head left to right just to follow where he is going. Now that's difficult. And by the end of the show, we got a huge headache. Just a huge headache. Yikes.
All right? But thankfully, in modern times, we have fixed that problem.
Wow.
We kicked out all the poor people, and we sunk the floor down
They kicked me.
an orchestra pit. Now, these things are usually 6 to 12 feet deep.
That's
so
pretty
they're not
deep.
obstructing the audience's view. But having a giant hole at the end of a stage is quite dangerous.
No.
So usually they put a big net there as
I mean, even if they put a net there, I don't think it helps.
well. And yet, a lot of people still get hit.
Yikes.
Like a lot of people.
Whip.
In 2011, during a production of The Sound of Music, one of the lead actresses fell into the orchestra pit and was left paralyzed from the waist down. In 2009, a conductor, not a superconductor, just a regular one, fell 14 feet into the dark pit and broke 9 vertebrae.
Ouch! Fatality.
Mamma mia. And he fell on his pointy conductor.
Ouch. The conductor six called the baton. Okay, yeah. You didn't actually impale yourself with it. Okay. But it's a big what if, I guess. this is what it looks like.
Ducting thing. At the Bolshoi Theatre, a violinist died from his injuries.
Victor Sedov, a 65-year-old man, fell into a pit on the 16th of July 2013. He survived the fall initially, but died the following day in the hospital. He had been working in the theater for 4 decades. And wow, okay. I guess that fall was his yep, he was 65, but supposed to be a retirement age. Goddamn.
After falling into the pit. This theater is prone to all sorts of accidents, by the way.
What? U.S. dancer quits the Bolshoi, complimenting the bribery. Bribery? Okay. Bolshoi dancer confesses to acid attack on ballet director. What the? Wow. Scandalous.
It's kind of cursed. But performers and musicians aren't the only ones falling into the pit. In 1988, an 82-year-old man fell from his balcony box seating all the way down into the pit.
Yikes. Okay, during the intermission, the man was sitting on a balcony rail when an usher requested he tip over backwards and fell. Oh. I mean, he probably was surprised when someone told him to get off the rails, and I think that helped. The fall. It's kind of sad.
During a performance of Macbeth, he died.
Rip.
Very spooky. Even already dead people are getting pitted. In 2016, a man sprinkled his friend's ashes into the orchestra pit at the Met Theatre.
What the?
This happened during the intermission, and it was a sort of
What the? Never mind.
tribute to a mentor of his. But of course, people went, "What the hell are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know." And he flees the scene. Everyone's coughing and sneezing up dead guy, and people think, is this anthrax? What is this? So they call in the anti-terrorism police, and the whole show is cancelled for the rest of the evening.
That was something.
A quick intermission.
Oh?
Or is it? Ooh, fiddle-dee-dee.
Fiddle-dee.
I am the track master.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
Not like that. Do not ask me to reveal my secrets, woman. I have dedicated my life to the mysteries of the theater. The theater.
The
She
theater.
has so many enigmatic traps.
I bet.
Let us start with the most simple yet devious. The wall trap. It allows the actor to walk directly into the set piece. Where did he go? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Eyes over here to the genie trap. Now the victim stands on this dumbwaiter, and a counterweight launches their hapless body up onto the stage. Wheesh! In the olden days, this circle of flaps would sometimes go on top, and then that would make the whole thing just one way. Now, back when they made this thing, they didn't have hydraulics. So instead, they'd have like 6 stagehands pulling as fast as they could. And sometimes it would go totally wonky, or it wouldn't open properly, or they'd only get about halfway through.
Oh, not the balls.
There's only 2. This is the vampire trap. And if I want to come back up again, this is called the sunroof trap.
Wow.
Watch out for the closing doors on this one. They managed to trap Spider-Man's foot back into production in 2013. Me and the Green Goblin, we collabed on this one. All right, there's one more. The ghost glide.
The ghost glide.
Stand on this slidey bit, and it ascends diagonally, which makes it look like it's going on the ground. But the ladies
Diagonally. Okay, I just got that. What the hell?
But then,
I just got that. Diagonally is like a Harry Potter reference.
5 foot, 5 foot 1, 5 foot 2. All the ladies are turning their heads now. 5 foot 3, 5 foot 4, 5 foot 5. All the ladies are loving it.
Ahem. I'm 5 foot. And you know what? It was supposed to be satire, but it feels like something that is not something to brag about. But I'm 5'6".
Now, I bet you're wondering, what happens to the actors when they go down these traps? Are they dead and gone forever? Yes, sometimes. In 1888, Frederick Federici was playing the role of Mephistopheles in Faust at the Princess Theatre in Melbourne.
Ooh, the
As
fancy.
he descended the trap at the end of the play. Goodbye, everybody, goodbye.
Goodbye.
He had a heart attack
No.
and died.
It was 3rd March 1888 opening night. There was a doctor backstage who immediately attended to him, but he couldn't be revived. Frederick Federici was 37 years. Ooh. He was only 37? Yikes.
Never seen again. So as you can imagine, with this many deaths, the theatre has become a highly haunted place.
Yep.
Oh yes. In fact, sometimes you can put your ear right up to the wall and you can hear 2 male ghosts wrestling. Can't
Bruh? Hey, yo?
fake that. Ah, another ghost hole. Don't look inside.
Definitely a ghost hole. Yep.
I did once. Almost went blind. That's why I wear the mask. Anyway, because of all the ghosts, the theatres do whatever they can to keep the spirits happy. See this? It's called a ghost light. When everything is closed, it is kept on always.
Also, is that a lot of people don't fall off the stage and hurt themselves. It's a superstition, but also a useful liability thing. I get that. But also, is this, I think I remember Toe Mater saying something like that when he's scared of the ghost light or something.
Kept on for the ghosts, so that they don't, bump their shins in the dark or whatever.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
At the Palace Theatre in London, there has been some ghostly activity.
It seems to be a bit of a hotspot for ghostly activities.
And that's why they always keep 2 empty seats at the back, so that the ghosts may sit there and watch the show.
So that's why we traditionally kept a couple of seats off sale for the ghosts. However, Harry Potter is so popular that we sell those seats now.
Oh. Sad.
Also, most theatres close for 1 day per week, and on those days, the ghosts are left to perform for each other in their own shows,
noise.
which they like, we think.
I was worried about my own vagina.
Oh, finally, the vagina monologues.
Other vagina.
Other what now?
You know, I wasn't always part of the elite. In fact, from a very young age, I grew up in an orphanage. No, my parents weren't dead. Rent in that building was just really cheap. But my parents showed me no affection. And as soon as they could, they sent me off to boarding school.
No.
But boards were always their passion, not mine. I tried to run away, but they caught me.
Gotcha.
Boy, did they throw the book at me.
No.
Alas, I did not dodge in time.
Well, dodge it fast, you dummy.
2 years in a coma. A Native American town, Pueblo, Acoma. And the people there taught me how to read American.
Ooh.
They also had a local library, and I spent my days buried in books, learning as much as I could about the arts. And once someone noticed me buried under those books and they rescued me, I knew I wanted to teach default character presets like yourselves.
Like moi.
All about Shakespeare.
Ooh.
Editor's note. I started Googling Shakespeare and I got kind of distracted, so I don't know. Here's a WAV file. You can do something with this. Put him in like a classroom or something. Alright, attention.
Nice, more enemies.
I am your new teacher. You are a bunch of troubled inner city youths. All you know is shoot gun, fail test, and crime. But I'm here to teach you that actually, books and reading and stuff are actually pretty epic after all.
Wow.
Now, the earliest known written language is what, Mr. Single Parent Household? I don't know, Teach, but you're never gonna get through to me. Oh, really? Well, what if I go back in time?
What?
Back in time. In the long, long ago, very few could read. But to be fair, most of the written languages were kinda shit. This is cuneiform, the very first written language, and it has far too much punctuation. Then eventually came along the Egyptians, and they invented emojis, but they would call them hieroglyphs. Anyway, the typical
emojis, goddamn.
A message for you, sir. Big bird, man with stick, man sitting, circle. Oh, more bills. Eventually that became quite annoying, so the Phoenicians, who were a kind of Lebanese, very progressive, especially for those days. Now they came up with a better idea.
Lebanese,
they started going, hey, that sounds a bit like an A. Buh, that sounds a bit like a B. Kuh, and so on and so on, until we had a protoform of the alphabet. Now, the Greeks thought that was pretty neato, but they said, let's come up with an even better version with 22 letters, and soon that will be like English.
Tau, Upsilon, Omicron. Okay.
English. Oral history. Greeks were like geeks. Yeah. Well, let me tell you about something highly relatable. Of the surviving Greek works, the greatest hits were the Iliad and the Odyssey. Now, because most people couldn't read, this stuff wasn't written down for a very long time, and instead it was memorized and performed. And when they performed it, they used one of these, a lyre. Now, this was great for conveying tone, right? So here's a soft bit, doo-doo-doo, but then this is a big dramatic bit. The Iliad starts with this guy, Menelaus, king of Sparta, and he has a wife, Helen, and she is a very fine lady. And then the Prince of Troy shows up. His name is Paris, and he goes, damn, shorty, awooga, awooga.
Awooga, awooga.
That's what he'd say, right? And he and his boys abduct her and took her all the way back to his crib in Troy. Now this makes Menelaus quite miffed.
Hey, hold on there, Buster.
He declares a turf war, but he can't win it alone.
Hell
so
yeah, Troy Wars.
Odysseus, king of Ithaca, and Achilles, the best drive-by shooter of all time. But Achilles is not in the mood to fight, so the whole of the Iliad is basically
damn, they were younger that back then.
To get involved.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Eventually, they win the turf war by being very sneaky. They make a giant horse, which is the symbol of Troy, and they leave it at the front gate. That's their way of saying, oh, I guess you win. We're walking away now. And meanwhile, thousands of soldiers go off and hide in some bushes. Now, the Trojans are very suspicious, but they can see that the Greek ships are actually sailing away into the horizon. So they go, oh, it must be real, must be real. We've won the many years.
Wait, I didn't see that.
So they know, oh, it must be real.
Some versions have the ship simply full of soldiers and then sailing back at night, rather than hiding somewhere to land waiting for nightfall. Oh. Okay, good to know.
Must be real. We've won the many years war.
Yay!
But actually, there's almost no one on those ships, and there's a surprise inside the horse.
Surprise. Okay.
When everyone's asleep, boiling hot tzatziki everywhere. And also some soldiers wearing thermal protection. They get out and they open the gates, and then everyone comes out of the bushes, running into the city and kill everybody. After they win the war, Odysseus heads back home to Ithaca. However, on his way, he starts making beef with Poseidon, god of the sea. And Poseidon is mad at the...
Odysseus was supposed to give his thanks to the god, sort of. It's complicated, and then he blinded Poseidon's son, Polyphemus, the Cyclops. Okay.
Disrespect. So he sends Odysseus on a long-ass detour.
Bye.
And that detour is the story of the Odyssey.
Well, how about that?
Right, kids?
The more you learn, I guess.
Whoa, Tish, that's fire. I'm starting to come around. That Odysseus guy is literally me. Yeah, I'm gonna try that horse trick on my ops. Homer from Homer's Odyssey is not a character in the story. He's the guy who tells the story, and then people wrote it down. Now, moving chronologically to the next big one, you've got the Bible. And for all practical purposes, this was basically an oral tradition too. Most people were illiterate by this point, and the
Literacy rates in the 1400s were around 10% of men and 1.5% of women, but it's important. But it's more complicated because the definition of literate often denoted the ability to read and write Latin. Okay, so the literacy is for Latin language. To really learn literacy, one would go to grammar school, but in the contemporary sense of literate, where you can sound out most things and thoroughly get by. I don't know how to pronounce that. Legere? Legere? Ledger? Is that what it's supposed to be? Ledger or something? But up to half of the population may have this skill set according to some sources. When you think about it, and it makes sense. Otherwise, why is the signs like Ye Old Tavern? If only a few people know what it says. Parchment and paper manuscript by 1100s to 13 or 15, 1300s. Elliot and Ross, 2007. Ooh. Nice.
The Bible was written in Latin, and pretty much only the clergy knew Latin, so they would be the one to recite it to people.
It says that the cute lady at the front should go on a date with me, please. Listen, the rules are the rules. I didn't say it, the book did.
Man. I do kind of feel bad for them back in the day. Using the Bible as a corrupted thing. Is it like a corruption thing? Yikes.
Was a translated version into English, the Wycliffe's Bible, and you better believe that thing was a threat to the order, so
God,
they made that illegal to own.
Damn.
And if you were found with an unlicensed copy, the punishment would be death. So it remained. The Bible was read to the people. Now, by the 1300s came Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales, and that was a pretty big deal.
Canterbury.
Get this book now.
Honestly, if I were to start reading again, like books and stuff, this is probably going to be my first to read, if I ever find it. Or maybe just read something that I already have.
Because it's one of the first significant works written in Middle English. It describes a bunch of people making a pilgrimage from Southwark to Canterbury, which is here to here, which was the longest journey anyone had ever made in the 1300s.
This is not true.
No,
okay.
It's a whole series of stories, and most of them can be boiled down to, how come if everyone is on a pilgrimage, you're all so focused on material stuff? Oh, hypocrites much? Dong.
I mean, who doesn't like money, just saying.
It's now the 1600s, and they've updated all the textbooks from Middle English
old
to
shop.
regular. In 1601, King James I said, all right, you know what? Let's everyone have a copy of the Bible they can read. Let's do a King James Bible. I won't feature in it, but I'd love to be in the title. And he commissioned a committee of scholars to rewrite the thing in English, God's language.
Now I can't speak Spanish or anything.
It took 8 years. And that brings us to Shakespeare.
Wow.
And he's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
And that's...
but sir, we're supposed to do penis inspection day today.
Wait, what?
No, there's no time. Roll the end card. The end. Alright,
Damn.
that's the lesson. You watched the whole video.
Hell yeah, I did.
You had it on in the background while you scrolled your phone.
No, I watch
I
it.
couldn't be prouder of you.
Thanks.
There's just one more quick thing I want to tell you about. Theater props. For
Colorful.
example, this gun.
What?
Now, the thing... Oh.
Oh,
look who
no.
it is. I know what you're thinking, but it's just an actor. We all know that the real Lincoln is dead.
Oh,
when he fell asleep on the tracks of the Underground Railroad.
Bruh.
Anyway, this thing is super realistic. Although the trigger is a little loose. Ruh-roh.
Indeed.
Oh, I can't believe you did that.
Me?
But I won't tell anyone. And, in fact, good news.
You know what, sure.
I'm gonna make you my little protege. And I will be your protojo.
Protojo.
So many more lessons to teach. Still here, huh? Yes, just a little cleaning. More good news. Next video is almost done. It'll be on incognito mode and it's about the art. And the next main channel video is also nearly done. That'll be out shortly after. If you're looking for more content in the meanwhile, we have another channel called Story Mode.
Nice.
The Metal Gear Solid and Forspoken videos are especially good. Don't forget NordVPN. Thank you for watching. More soon.
Yay! That was a fun reaction to watch. These are really good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching with me, and hope to see you in the next video.